Hey everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG Original Grokenard, sitting down here, continuing our playthrough of Space Infantry Resurgence, Mission 2, Cryptic Act. I don't know why I was thinking Mission 3. So, Mission 2, where are we? We had rescued one of the scientists, and we were working our way back to get to our APC because we got to go through some outdoor nodes, and we kind of need the Pilum APC because it's the only thing that's got a piloting skill to be able to drive us all over this rough and tumble terrain that we're making our way across. So, what do we got to do? We got to decide where do we want to head next. I think, well, obviously we want to get to here. But then we need to decide if we want to go this way to get this scientist and then to over here, or go to here, down track a little bit down to over here. I think that's the way we're going to go. All right, so we're going to try to speed this up a little bit. I know the last video went rather long in the tooth, mainly because I was explaining mechanics. I think pretty much everybody's got a good idea how the mechanics are supposed to work. And so we're just going to go ahead and play and see what happens and see if I manage to mess this up spectacularly. Because we've already burned 11 turns getting one of the scientists. Ugh, painful. All righty, so we're going to start off. Step into turn 12, move our infantry, see what our commander gives us. 5, he gives us a command point. Yay. We like command points. Actually, I probably should have mentioned it takes a turn to, well, I don't have to have. It takes a turn to load up the squad into the Pilum, but it doesn't say I have to have them in the Pilum to advance. Well, we'll go ahead and take a turn to load up into the Pilum anyways. So that would have been 12 to load up. Now we're moving to 13. Commander's got the command point. Let's see, skill check. It's a 4, and the Pilum's pilot is a 3, so even adding the 1 in from the commander's not going to increase it any. So we do have 1 success. I think I'm going to use one of my intelligence resources to give me +2 successes, to give me the 3 successes I need, because I don't need to be burning any more time. So that'll give us our 3. Of course, now I'm out of intelligence, but I got plenty of grenades. Fortunately, we have an intelligence node that we're coming up on right here. All right, so we move into that node right there. Now, this could be painful. Because this is the encounter string is a 3+, and it's a special, which means we'll run into the big bad. And that could be very, very bad for us. But since we already made our way into the node, put a multi-purpose counter on there to mark it. And draw a counter. It's a 5. Uh-oh. We're going to run into the big bad. Oh, that's bad. Fortunately, there's only one of these guys we run into, so we're either going to win the mission here or lose the mission here. So, as you can see, this is one of the map's special mission-specific cards. And the string was a 3+/S, and the S is the big bad right there. The good thing is we can use our Pilum in this because we're fighting outside, and the Pilum's got some good firepower. And we have a heavy weapons team. Yeah, this is going to be rough. So we're in the Pilum. Now, I believe we can jump out. I want to check that real quick. I know I read it earlier in the last video. During combat, your squad has a special ability to take cover within. If you embark during combat, yada, yada, yada. Disembark. When in combat, the representative, yada, yada, yada. Okay, when on an outdoor node, you may choose to disembark your squad from the Pilum during squad movement. Okay, while in combat, when assigned, okay, squad was forced to embark. Combat, embark, disembark. And what about disembarking in combat? Combat, embark, disembark. During combat, your squad has a special ability to take cover within the ATV. After combat range determination, before generating wounds, you may choose to embark or disembark. Okay, so after range determination, but before we actually start shooting at each other. All right, so first thing we do, always, we check our commander. 3, nope, he's not going to give us a command point for this first round. So I'll check that real quick again. After combat, okay, so determining range. So let's see. For this one, Blind Fury, when rolling for range, 0 to 2 is fire, 3+ is melee. So the chances are this giant grizzly shark dragon bear thing going to want to jump into close combat with us. But range, oh, we got a 0. We saw it at range. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So now we're going to head and going to jump all the guys out of the APC. And now we just do wounds. So go ahead and draw. We're at fire. So let's just go ahead and draw counters. I've got a 4. We got a 2. We got a 6. And the heavy weapons. And specialist units can't fire unless there's less than 3 of us or more than 4 of them. And the ATV. Ooh, the ATV got a critical hit. Oh, that's nice. And let's see what the big bad does. All right, he got a 2. All right, so we got no command points to spend. Let's see. 4 on 4. That's going to be 1 wound right there. That right there. 4 divided by 2 is nothing. 5 divided, or 6 divided by 5. 6 divided by 5 is going to be at least 1. Yes, I know. Math is hard. The heavy weapons completely missed. The explorer's not doing anything. Squad leader's not doing anything. And the Pilum got a critical hit, so she's going to be pulling 2 chits. I only got 1 chit left in the cup. So the first one, not that impressive of a roll so far. Hopefully the second pull will be a little bit better. Absolutely worst I could have got with a critical. 2. 3 divided by 2, nothing, so it's not going to inflict a wound. So we managed to do 2 wounds on it at shooting, and she pulled, I'm going to refer to her as a she, because for some reason in nature, females always tend to be the big bitches. 2, 5, 2, yeah, not going to do anything for damage-wise. So normally, that would be 2 wounds. However, the big bad has got 2 points of armor. And I think it's a 4+ that you shrug off armor. Probably should have checked armor before I started this. Let's see, that's armor. Okay. On a result of 4+, the wound is absorbed by the armor and thus ignored. So we got 2 hits on the big bad. We need a 4+, 6 and a 4, so both of those, it shrugs off both hits of firepower. Roars and screams in indignation because we were shooting at it. And we step into the next round of combat. Squad leader for his command rating. 3, nope, doesn't give us a command point. And now we check range. 1, oh, for some reason it is staying at fire range. Okay. Well, somewhat good, somewhat bad. Good because his fire range is just absolute garbage. Bad because he's not getting close enough for me to throw grenades at it. All right, so let's pull some chits again for combat. There's the shotgunner. And much better on the heavy weapons. And the big bad. Okay, so let's take a look. We got no command points from the squad leader spin. 5 divided by 3 is going to be 1 hit. Pop. 4 divided by 3 is going to be a hit. 4 divided by 4 is going to be a 1. Is going to be a hit. 6 divided by 2. Ooh, heavy weapons is going to be 3 hits. Pop, pop, pop. Let's see. Now, armor piercing. Now, this is a special trait of the heavy weapons team, kind of why I brought him along. Enemies may not use armor against fire wounds. So, this is a fire attack that we're doing. So, he is not going to be able to use his armor to try to shrug it off. So we're going to set these off to the side a little bit because those are going to punch right through his armor regardless. So that's going to be that. And the big bad, throwing rocks or spitting at... Oh, we forgot the Pilum ATV. 3 divided by 3, that's going to be a hit. And the Pilum also has armor piercing, which means he can't use... his armor to shrug off the armor-piercing rounds of the Pilum. So that's 4 wounds it's going to get. Well, that right there is going to kill it. That's going to be 4 wounds that are going to get through. We got lucky with pulling a 6 for the heavy weapons, and his fire rating is a 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3, so that was 3 wounds right there. That punched right through his armor. And the big bad, yeah. 3 divided by 5, not enough, so he does no damage. He did, okay, so just for procedural sake, he's got 3 hits that we have to roll armor piercing for. So 5, ignored, 1 gets through. So 2 hits are shrugged off by the big bad armor. However, at the end of the day, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits get through right through that big old carapace, blowing big bloody chunks of the beastie all over the place, and it screeches in agony and collapses to the ground, expired from lead poisoning. Yay! I was really concerned about that guy. I really was. Fortunately, like I said, nomadic, you only ever fight 1 of this enemy. So even if we have a string show up for another special enemy, we fought him once, he's dead. So really, strings for specials in the future really aren't going to do anything for us. So now it's just basically a race against time and a race against trying to get the skills over the nodes. So that was the combat. We're going to spend a turn to get the troops back into the Pilum. And then we're going to continue on. Turn 15. We're going to attempt to move forward. Command rating. Nope, no command bonus from the squad leader. 5, the pilot is in a 3, 5 divided by 3, or 3 divided by 5, what? Math was never one of my strong suits. 5 is more than 3, so we're going to get a skill point off of it. And now it's too bad that we didn't have a command point, because we could have turned that 5 into a 6 if we had a command point, and that would have given us 2 successes. However, we didn't, so we only have 1 success. I know I have a 1 around here someplace. So we've got a 1 success right there. We go back. Next turn, turn 16. Go ahead and make the effort again. Commander. Nope, nothing. Restock the cup, because we're all out of chits. And the piloting rating, 4. Yep, we got that. So that gives us the second success we need, which, yay, gets us into the node with no problem. Now we got to do a node encounter. It is a 5+ damage. So if we get a 5 better, nope, no 5 or better. So no damage, but we don't put no event marker there. Dismount the squad. Does that actually? Yeah, that actually takes a move. Dismount the squad. I may be doing the Pilum rules wrong, but I don't think so. So if I'm doing it wrong, I apologize. So now the squad is going to go ahead and try to move into this cave, and we can't bring the Pilum with us, so it's got to stay behind. There is a counter for the Pilum. I just haven't put it out because, well, I know where it's at. All right, so we're looking at needing a Scout 2 for this. Now, this is where our Explorer comes in handy, because our Explorer has the Scout skill of 3. So let's take a look at the squad leader. Is he going to help us out? Yes, squad leader is going to give us a command point. The explorer. 6. Ooh, I'm not going to spend the command point. No need to. 6 divided by 3 is going to be 2. So that's going to be 2 successes, which is what we need. So that'll let us slide right into those caves with no problem. Go ahead and put one of the miscellaneous effects markers on there. And now that we're in there, we need to draw for the encounter. 5 up, it's an encounter. Another A encounter with the Beastmasters. So A under the 2. Take a look at the Beastmaster sheet, and a 2 is 2 war beasts. I think we're probably going to be able to handle the 2 war beasts with not much of an issue. So let's go ahead and put 2 war beasts out there. My guys are feeling good. They just take care of the big bad. We're feeling fine. So pull for the squad leader. 0. Nope. No command points from the squad leader. Determine initial range. 4. We take a look at the range table for set the battle. 3 to 4 is a melee range. So we're going to be at melee range. Go ahead and put that up there just so we're making sure. And you know what? Just because I've got the grenades to spare, I've got like 4 grenades left. We're going to go ahead and pop a grenade, throw it into their mouths, and well, that's going to be 6 wounds. That right there is going to kill them all off. But procedurally, because we're going through the Chit Cup, I'm going to pull everything anyways. Besides which, they may inflict some wounds. So let's take a look at what all of our squad pulls. Fire Team A at melee range. Fire Team B at melee. Shotgunner, let's do this right. He's got 2 numbers. So we pulled 2 chits, or roll twice for him. Heavy weapons is practically worthless at point blank, but hey, actually we did manage to hit. And the 2 baddies, we pull a 1 and a 6. All right, let's take a look. Not that it means anything, because like I said, we killed them with the grenades alone, but combat is simultaneous. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. Nothing. 1 wound. We got 2 wounds so far. And the heavy weapons actually managed to lay down some nice suppressing fire and blow large chunks in the baddies trying to come up and eat our faces. And the bad guys, 1, nope. 6 divided by 4, that's going to give 1. So they are going to inflict 1 wound, and we ended up inflicting like 9 wounds to them. So I've got 1 last med kit. So we're going to use the last med kit, burn it, prevent myself from taking any wounds. Let's see, here's an event marker. So we've completed that event, and I apologize for the glare. See, big glare, big light bulb. It's over the map. All right, so now we still need to try. Oh, this is an intelligence node. You see that green right there? Green intelligence. So let's pull a chit to see how many intelligence resources we could pick up. It's this, whatever number we roll, -1, so we come up with 2 intelligence resources. Now, I've only got 3 resources left, so I can take advantage of grabbing both of the intels, because that still is under my maximum capacity of 8 resources. Good, we're feeling good about this. All right, so now, next turn, turn 18, start moving over here. It's a tracking 2. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and burn the intel just because I don't want to waste the turns on it. And move into the node with no problem. And there's a miscellaneous chit right there. Then the string is 4+. So let's draw a counter. Up 1, no event. Yay! Now we got to see if we find any scientists, because it is a scientist node. So how many scientists do we find? Please give me 2. Please give me 2. Nope, we just find 1 scientist. So, all right, so that's going to be our second scientist. And we'll mark it with a 2 over on the Pilum, representing that they make it out of the node with us. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and now move back. So let's go ahead and move there. And remember, whenever you're moving through a node that you've already cleared, you can roll to see if you get better. Ooh, critical, which is pulling 2 dice. And as long as I get a 6 or better, then that won't chew up any of my time. But that was the last one in the cup. Let's grab all the chits. Shake up the cup. Pull out 2. 4. No, not enough. We don't save any time. Oh, well. All right, so then advance the turn to 19 to get back to here. You know what? I don't think I'm going to load the guys up on the Pilum this time. That's eating up way too much time jumping in and jumping out of the Pilum. So, oh, poo, that's right. I haven't hit the event here, so since I moved back into this node, go ahead and draw. Up 5. Yep. All right, so we damaged the Pilum again, which isn't good because she can only take 2 more hits. But as you can remember, the string 5+ damage, and that string means that if we hit that event, then it is a damage to the Pilum. All right, so let's continue moving on. I'm going to move right there. While moving the turn to turn 20. 10 turns left. This is going to be a little bit rough. All right, so let's see if the squad leader is going to give us any support. 1, nope, no support from the squad leader. And let's see if we can get the 3, which is going to be 1 success, and I need 3 successes. So let me go ahead and burn an intel, my last intel, to give me 2 more successes, which gives me the 3 successes I need to get into the node. All right, now that we're there, we have to do the event string, which is a 5+ damage, and it's a 0, so the Pilum doesn't get damage, but since we didn't succeed the parameters of the event string, we don't place an event marker. All right, so now we've got scientists down here. Hopefully we can get, hopefully there are going to be 2 scientists sighting there. So let's start moving down that way. Intel. Now, good thing about this is the squad leader has intel, so he can pull. And unfortunately, the explorer doesn't have intelligence. He's the only one. All right, so instead of pulling the squad leader, let's go ahead and move the turn up to 21. Instead of pulling to give command points, we're actually going to pull him to do actual skill level. You can only do one or the other. You can't do both. So 6. All right, 6 divided by 3 is 2. Is not going to be enough to get us into the node because we need 3 successes to get into the node. However, that does help us. That does get us a lot closer. So we fall back. And since we're in the same node, or in a node that doesn't have an event marker, let's go ahead and pull it again. 5 up. Damage the Pilum again. You know, I don't think this Pilum's going to get out of this. We're gonna leave the vehicle behind on the planet broken down. All right, so moving up to turn 22. Attempt to make the effort back in. Squad leader pulls his intelligence. 6. Ooh, good. That's another 2 successes. We only needed 1, so that succeeds us there and gets us into here. Now, the event string is 6 or 5+ special. Well, the big bad can only ever fight one of this enemy. So we've already defeated him, so we don't have to worry about, I mean, we can pull it if we want, it's just there's no effect for it. So I'm not even going to bother pulling for it. However, we are in a science node, so let's pull, come on, give me 2, give me 2, 6, yes, 2, all right, there's the 2 scientists, woohoo! Oh, we got the 2 scientists. We load them up on the Pilum. There we go, boys and girls. Objective, find at least 4 scientists. We found the 4 scientists. And that's it. That's the mission. I mean, as soon as you succeed the mission parameters, occasionally you'll run into a mission where the parameters are for you to escape or reach an exit point. On this one, there isn't. It's just find the 4 scientists. So that's it. We did it. We won the game. Well, we won the scenario. Yay! And we did it without losing anybody. Unlike the last scenario I played where I had the entire squad wiped out. Yeah, it was bad. Not good. But anyways, so that's it, boys and girls. That is the down and dirty, the basics of running a mission inside the new Space Infantry Resurgence. And like I said, there are campaign rules. There's just a whole plethora of different ways of playing this game in here. And with the variable nodes that you run into, no game is ever going to be the same twice, especially with different squad compositions. I will say, evidently, I've heard from some of the people that campaigns get brutal. It's trying to do a full campaign all the way through gets pretty rough. So Kickstarter is going to be out really, really soon. Chances are, some of you, by the time you watch this, the Kickstarter will probably be out, but keep an eye out for it. I think there's like 10 stretch goals that they've got for it. I don't want to spill the beans on all of it, but some of them are really damn cool. Really cool. And that's all I've got, boys and girls. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section. I'll see everybody next time. See ya!